morning, it's Barbara. It's practically balmy out there, and I am going out. I'm coming out to my ever hopeful German Shepherd. Hey, Pearl. Oh, she dropped her frisbee. And look who's here, our Maisie. She loves to bask in the sun. Good morning, it's Barbara. I've changed my chair. Everything in the background of my other chair is dead. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. And my glasses are dirty. So, maybe it's so beautiful out here. Hold on. I hear a woodpecker pecking behind me. And you can see the barn over there. And sounded pretty hollow. I was a little worried he might be pecking on the barn. And I still don't know that he isn't because I didn't see where he is. But anyway, you might be able to hear him as we go forward. Good morning. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Meanwhile, there are many dead things around my deck these days, and so I think it's time for me to clean it up, and it's going to be a beautiful day today, so I might add that to my list of possible things to do, especially if I feel like being outside. Dennis is going to be out here this afternoon mulching the leaves, so the dogs won't be able to go out, so I'll be inside with the dogs. But I'm looking at all the leaves on the deck. Maybe I should sweep the deck and get all the leaves down there where he can mulch them. Anyway, we'll see. Meanwhile, hello, good morning. I woke up feeling better this morning. As Dennis pointed out, I did some what felt like serious executrixing yesterday. I did the things I had to do, and I woke up feeling better. So there you go. My procrastination isn't making me happy. So I have a letter to write, an update letter to write to my lawyer. I got hair sticking out. I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. I'm so excited. So I got an email to write today to my lawyer. Update him on everything that I've been doing and ask where things stand with the things that he's been doing. So that's one thing I'm doing today. The other thing is Megan and Leslie have both packaged up their advents to each other and me. Well, Leslie and I don't exchange. Megan and I exchange, and Megan exchanged with Leslie of the Not Quite Enough Yarn podcast. And so I have Megan's to wrap and mail, and those guys are ahead of me. So that's on my list to do today. Whether it'll get in the mail today or not, highly unlikely. But I do try to get it in the mail by the end of October or very beginning of November, because it's got to go to New Zealand, from Pennsylvania to New Zealand. Although it's gotten there in a week. But, you know, things change. So I just want to make sure it has plenty of time to get there on time. So the three of us have all confessed to having, anxiety whenever I do a swap of any kind. I always have anxiety that I'm not giving a nice enough package, and always have anxiety at Advent time. But she always likes what I send her, and she always sends me amazing things, so we shall see. I don't think this year will prove to be any different. Meanwhile, so I did executrixing stuff all afternoon yesterday. I was on the phone forever with Vanguard about the accounts, and I was at the bank setting up an estate account for my mother, and anyway, talked to the appraiser, which I told you about because I talked to him before I talked to you yesterday. So I have an update email to write to the lawyer, and that feels good. So that, I think Dennis is right. My taking care of that made me feel better when I woke up this morning. Sounds like rain here from the leaves. But when I finished late in the afternoon, I was like, done. I was done. I just vegged. I watched TV. I didn't knit. I didn't do anything else. Oh, but I did try the new gin infusion Dennis made me. He has a sous vide, which is a cooking appliance that it's keeps a water bath. It's hard to explain. You could look it up. SOU 2 words, VIDE, sous vide. And it means, I think it means under pressure, but it's a water bath situation where you shrink wrap the food and then you put it in a water that's kept at a particular temperature for a long time. And it brings the food to that temperature and holds it at that temperature. So essentially, you sous vide meat. And you say, I want this medium rare, and you put it at the medium rare temperature, and the whole thing straight through is medium rare when you're done, and then you just grill the outside to get the, browned outside, but inside is perfectly even. Anyway, you can use those sous vides for anything. Dennis makes cheesecake in his sous vide. He makes creme brulee in his sous vide. He pasteurizes eggs. He does all kinds of stuff. So, anyway, I got a new cookbook for his sous vide, and they had infusions, how to make infusions, and a gin infusion. And he said, oh, this sounds good. Lemon ginger. And so he was at his health food store yesterday. Oh, I should get the piece of the ginger so you can see, because they're really gorgeous. Hold on. So here's the ginger. Isn't it beautiful? It's fat and juicy. Usually when you buy ginger, fresh ginger in our stores, it's usually kind of wrinkly and woody a little bit. But this is soft and, well, not soft, but it's succulent. Anyway, so he bought the fresh ginger, the local fresh ginger at the health food store. And so it's ginger cut up, peeled and cut up, and then and lemon peel. And you sous vide it for 3 hours at 135 degrees, and you end up with gin. This is an old gin bottle from Blue Coat Gin, which is a local Pennsylvania gin. Isn't it cool? Anyway, it's delicious. And so that was a fun find. So, and he's got lots of ginger. And so we probably will be infusing more gin and find other things to do with fresh ginger. Any suggestions for what to do with gorgeous fresh ginger, I would appreciate. We pickled ginger the last time we got this gorgeous ginger, which was probably 3 years ago. And we pickled a whole bunch of it for our sashimi plates. And when we have sashimi, but we haven't had nearly as many sashimis as we have ginger, so we don't need to pickle any more ginger. So what else can we do with it? I'm open for suggestions. Anyway, that was fun, and it's yummy. I got into infusing gin because of Carol. She infuses it with gin with rhubarb. And so she has rhubarb gin over the year. And I did that one year, and then I discovered infusing strawberries, which it turns out I like better than rhubarb. And so I infused a ton of it. If you were around fresh strawberry season at the end of May, beginning of June, I infused so much gin. I got looks at the state store buying all the gin. And I'm still drinking it, and I will be still drinking it till next June. But now I have something else. So I have infused blueberry gin as well. And vodka. I've infused some strawberry vodka and some blueberry vodka. But I'm not drinking the vodka very fast. I'm in a gin rut, which I'm enjoying a lot. But one of the recipes was infusing cranberry vodka, and I think I'm going to do that because and you can buy fresh cranberries these days. I don't know if you can buy them all year round, but Thanksgiving is coming and people make cranberry sauce and things. So I really like a Cosmo. And a Cosmo is cranberry juice and vodka and lime and Cointreau or something like that, an orange liqueur. Now, I have made orange liqueur, and if I infuse my vodka with cranberry, I would have myself a pretty dandy little Cosmo there, which I really like. I usually buy like diet cranberry juice, light cranberry juice. Is that my hair? It is. But I think infusing the vodka would be delicious. Anyway, so I might do that too. Next time I go to the store, I'm going to look for cranberries. I'll let you know how that works out. So I'm feeling good about what I did yesterday. I'm going to work on my Advent today. I'm going to write an email today. Maybe I'll knit today. I didn't knit yesterday. I just felt like zoning out. I just, and in the olden days I used to zone out by knitting, but I just, I'm re-watching something I've watched before. I just wanted to veg. It was vegging. It really was vegging. But I did wake up feeling better today, and I think that procrastinating is not good for my mental health anymore. I mean, I'm not sure it ever was, but now it seems to be. I need to be more mindful of the fact that putting things off is not making me happy. That's what I need to do. Meanwhile, and I did my yoga, and yeah. Of course, I walked my dogs. So it was a good day, and I woke up today feeling better. Tomorrow I'm getting my hair cut. Hallelujah. I'm so excited to have my hair cut. I'm so tired of my hair. So that'll be nice. And yeah. So that's what I'm planning today. And maybe I'll be doing some knitting. And I might be doing some gardening. So it won't be beautiful out here, but it won't be dead stuff either. I finally managed to kill my poinsettia from last Christmas. My Christmas cactus is looking very perky though. I'm very excited, and it's getting some new leaves. Funny how watering does that. But it's looking pretty good. I have some hope that in 2 months we might end up with flowers, and that would be lovely. Made a date with the kids to come in not this weekend, but the weekend after, to bring their new dog Kobe to meet the girls, so that Thanksgiving isn't the first time they've met. So they'll come and romp in the yard, and it should be lovely, and get to meet Kobe and see how the kids are with their dog there. I'm sure they're so excited. So that's all my news. I don't have any more newses. I'm feeling pretty good today, and if I make progress on my Advent, I will feel good tomorrow too. I won't be mailing it today, 100% for sure. If I get really far, I am going out and about tomorrow because I'm going to get my hair done, so I could go to the post office on my way home. If my package is done, but I don't have to do that. My post office is literally 2 minutes from my house. So it doesn't have to be a separate a combined trip. It could be its own trip and it'll be fine. So that's my plan. Meanwhile, I guess I'm gonna go. But yeah, lemon ginger gin infusion turned out to be yummy. He made it after I made my cocktail, so I just had a little bit in a glass straight, and I enjoyed it. So I'm going to make a cocktail out of it tonight, and I'll let you know what I think. But if I love it as much as I think I'm going to, we'll be making more of this because we have lots of this ginger. That'll be fun. Meanwhile, I'm going to go do my yoga, and I think my yoga's almost done. So I don't know what happens after that. I paid for it. I think it was like $25 for a 30-day thing. And I foolishly bought it when I wasn't ready to start it. So they started on days when I wasn't doing it. I started 3 or 4 days after I bought the app. So I guess they just assume you're going to start right away. But I did not. So we'll see. But I don't know what happens next. I haven't really explored that app a lot. There are other things that are available to me on that app, and I haven't done any exploring. So if I'm going to continue to do this, which feels like I should, then I should do a little more exploring. I am feeling the back of my knees. I'm trying to be very mindful of what I do with my knees because I do have arthritis in my knees, and it doesn't bother me like it used to because of the anti-inflammatory diet I'm on. But the back of my knees have some mechanical thing going on that I need to pay attention to. So I am being mindful of the things that involve my knees, but I'm also trying to push myself a little bit, although I'm on the easy, don't get me wrong. But I'm feeling like it's working pretty well, and I'm doing it every day, which is astonishing to me. And I'm sure astonishing to many of you as you have been with me for all this time. 4.5 years on a daily. Crazy, right? Anyway, I hope all you're feeling good, your procedures are going well, your healing is doing well, you're avoiding COVID and RSV or whatever the hell it is and all those other things. So please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.